Now, if it's an instinct that I act on, I want to preserve myself, so I lied to my wife where I was after work. I went and had a few beers and I lied to my wife. I want to preserve myself. And that's an instinct. How can I be held accountable for that? Because it's something that I had to do. I had no choice. At that moment, the greater good of my species, I don't care about that. I had to preserve myself. Now, how can I be held responsible for that?
Okay, telling your wife that you were somewhere else when you're having a beer, how can you be held responsible for that? Well, firstly, if your wife finds out, she'll probably beat you into a pulp.
That's what I'm afraid of.
So, to be honest, I don't think the only person who can hold you to account in those smaller scenarios is yourself. And if you have internalized certain values and ideas, and you choose to live by those values and ideas, and you act contrary to them, then you will have a feeling of remorse. You will feel guilty about it. And it's not just, in that scenario, it's not just instinct. When I speak about instinct to survive, I mean, you're in a scenario where a plane crashes, and there are only two of you, and the only way to survive is cannibalism. That is the sort of perspective that I'm looking at. What you're looking at is high-level psychological functioning, is going to have a beer instead of going home to your wife. And that is a completely different scenario to survival instinct, unfortunately. But that is a high-level functioning. That is deciding to go and have a beer.
So
that is social functioning.
So man is not just an animal with instincts.
No, and I never said that was. I say I look at the world from an environmental and biological perspective, but I've always said it's a combination of environmental and genetic traits. It's a combination of genetic and environmental traits, yeah.